Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for new Star Wars content every week.
Hey guys, I'm coming at you with a new fanfiction today, so let's get right into this, shall we? What if Anakin fought both Obi Wan and Ahsoka on Mustafar? We begin this story shortly after the capture of Maul during the siege of Mandalore. Ahsoka Tano is escorting the imprisoned Maul back to Coruscant to give him over to the Jedi Council. Suddenly, a ripple through the Force and space-time calls to Ahsoka. She senses the turn of her former master, Anakin Skywalker. Ahsoka quickly turns to Commander Rex for help, but is met with the ruthlessness of Order 66, commenced by the evil Darth Sidious. Ahsoka does her best to escape the Star Destroyer ship, even releasing Maul from captivity in order to create a diversion. While Ahsoka wanted to rescue Rex from himself, there was no ounce of hesitation in his objective to execute her. He gave her no warnings of info that could have explained what exactly was happening to all of the clones. Ahsoka had no choice but to team up with Maul in order to have a chance at survival. The two made an impressive effort in holding off the battalion of clones, as they both were able to reach an X-Wing ship to evacuate from the Star Destroyer. Maul flies off to parts unknown, while Ahsoka navigates for Coruscant to inform the Jedi of the secret plot targeting them. When she arrives at the Jedi Temple, it looks like nothing but a graveyard. Dead bodies everywhere. Clones, Jedi, Padawans, younglings. As Ahsoka walks deeper into the Shattered Temple, she finds Master Obi Wan Kenobi and Yoda. They inform her that they arrived just recently after surviving their own assassination attempts on Kashyyyk and Utapau. Obi Wan tells Ahsoka they had to fight off and kill over 100 clones just so that they can enter the temple to discover what truly happened. Once the trio checked the security recordings, only pain was found on the tapes. They witnessed their dear friend Anakin murdering every Jedi in sight alone with the 501st. Obi-Wan, how could Anakin do this? Ahsoka asked. Look, Obi-Wan says as he points to the recording, as it shows Anakin bowing down to Darth Sidious as the Sith refers to him as Lord Vader. It all made sense to her now. Ahsoka told Obi-Wan and Yoda what Maul had told her back on Mandalore, about Sidious grooming Anakin to become his new apprentice. They all realized why Palpatine went out of his way to befriend Anakin for all this time. He was the Sith Lord in hiding, and played both sides of the war to leave the Republic vulnerable. Then, at the most opportune moment, he would turn Anakin to the dark side and weaponize him to wipe out the Jedi Order with Order 66. A heartbreaking revelation, but the three Jedi knew they had to act quickly if they are to stop this galactic takeover. Yoda says that he must take out the Emperor, noting that neither Obi-Wan or Ahsoka were powerful enough to do what must be done. The Grand Master tells them that they must confront Anakin. He believes that Obi-Wan and Ahsoka can stop him, since they are the two Jedi that understand him best. Both his master and his apprentice, Obi-Wan and Ahsoka easily have the closest relationship to Anakin. The ultimate tragedy knowing they very well may have to kill him. Ahsoka and Obi-Wan travel to Padme's apartment, informing her of Anakin's turn. Padme reacts in outrage, not wanting to believe her husband had just become a monster. They do their best to ask her for his location, to which Padme gives them nothing. The two Jedi know what they must do, as they wait for the Senator to ready her Naboo cruiser for a trip to wherever Anakin may be. Ahsoka and Obi-Wan sneak aboard Padme's ship as they are sure wherever she is going is where they will find him. They are startled to find out that the Emperor had sent Anakin to Mustafar, where he had just wiped out all of the Separatist leaders, officially ending the Clone War. The two watch from the ship as Anakin greets Padme. Moments later, Padme learns that Anakin had in fact changed for the worse. She becomes emotional as she realizes how far gone he is, to which Obi Wan and Ahsoka step out of the ship to confront Darth Vader. Anakin begins to swell with insurmountable rage, as he thinks all of them are in on a plot to destroy him. He chokes Padme with the Force while calling her a liar after her claim that she loved him. "How dare you, Anakin!" Ahsoka shouts as both her and Obi-Wan force push him to his back, causing Padme to fall to the ground unconscious. Ahsoka jumps at Anakin as Master and Apprentice draw their lightsabers on each other, while Obi-Wan quickly carries Padme's body to safety inside her ship. "You should have never come back, Ahsoka. I cared about you. You abandoned me. You failed me. At this point, you are only digging your own grave, Snips," Anakin says. "Don't you call me that! I don't even know who you are anymore!" Ahsoka shouts. Anakin knocks his old Padawan to the ground. As she lays stunned and helpless, Anakin raises his lightsaber to strike. "Well, apparently he goes by Darth Vader, so your assessment is right, Ahsoka," Obi-Wan barks as he jumps toward the two to block Anakin's attempt to kill Ahsoka. "It's honestly so terrible to see how my two best friends have turned on me. It seems that you never understood me. How could you? I'm too powerful and skilled for anyone to understand what I'm going through. Trust me, I would be scared if I were you trying to stop me," Anakin yells as he takes on both his teacher and his student simultaneously in lightsaber combat. Meanwhile, Master Yoda pays a visit to Emperor Palpatine. He informs the Sith Lord that his reign is at an end. Darth Sidious shoots his Force lightning at Yoda, who immediately deflects it back at him. Sidious didn't expect the Jedi to pull that off without his lightsaber, which shocked Palpatine quite literally and figuratively. After getting the jump on the Emperor, Yoda wasted no time to bring the offense to Sidious, as he began swiping at his legs with his miniature-sized green lightsaber. Sidious is barely lucky to not get caught by Yoda's swings, as the two powerhouses engage in a duel. Palpatine holds his own, despite being caught off guard, as he starts to taunt Yoda to create doubts in the Jedi Master's mind. "Even if you were able to defeat me, there's no stopping my plan. Darth Vader will become more powerful than either of us," the Emperor shouts as Yoda force pushes him headfirst into one of the Senate pods. The Grand Master used every bit of his power, even tapping into the dark side to achieve this as he knocked Palpatine out cold. Yoda didn't let this opportunity slip away, as he immediately jumped to the Emperor's body and struck Sidious down with pure hatred and malice. Yoda began to fear what Palpatine had just said, despite the fact that he had just defeated the Sith Master. His thoughts betrayed him. What if he's right? What if Anakin, or rather Darth Vader, is so powerful that no one can stop the remaining Sith? We return back to Mustafar as things had turned bad very quickly. Despite having the 2-on-1 advantage, Anakin was wearing down Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. Without a traditional 1v1, Obi-Wan couldn't match Anakin's strikes in the way that he was all too familiar with when training him for so many years. And while Ahsoka had a unique fighting style with two lightsabers, it couldn't do much against Anakin's incredible strength and swiftness. Each swing felt like a giant brick wall crashing down on them. "It's like he's more machine than man now," Obi-Wan thought to himself. As both Ahsoka and Kenobi grew extremely exhausted from defending these strikes, Anakin seemed to only grow stronger instead of slowing down. With one last-ditch effort, Ahsoka and Obi-Wan tried their best to force push Anakin into the lava river, only for the newly Sith Lord to absorb their power and use it to force choke them until they collapsed to the ground. "I'm sorry it had to come to this. You two were like family, but now it ends for both of you," Anakin states as he uses his lightsaber to stab both Ahsoka and Obi-Wan through their backs to make sure his old friends were dead. After taking several moments to collect his thoughts, Anakin senses a disturbance in the Force. He sees a tiny ship approach the landing docks, and out comes the last major threat to him. Master Yoda, after checking Palpatine's office for details of where Anakin was sent, confronts the young and powerful Darth Vader. Anakin and Yoda begin an incredible lightsaber duel on Mustafar. Anakin is able to keep up with Yoda's quickness, which continues to feed into the doubt that is ever so present in Yoda's mind. Why is this taking so long? He thought in his mind. Yoda was so sure that he could handle Anakin in short order, knowing how temperamental the boy had proven to be over the years. But this is a different Anakin Skywalker, one who is not ruled by fear any longer, but rather uses it as a tool, a weapon. That's right, Master Yoda. The very thing you accused me of having all those years ago when I came to you as a young boy is exactly what you feel as you fight me now. You fear me because you do know that I am truly the chosen one. But I was chosen to destroy the Jedi, not the Sith. It's all ironic, isn't it? Anakin says as he leans fully into the dark side to force choke Yoda in midair. His Sith yellow eyes emerge, which elevates the existing fear in Yoda's soul. The Grand Master begins to fade into nothingness as Anakin snaps his neck and gains unlimited power. Vader quickly remembers that he did all of this to save Padme and runs to check on her. Seeing that her vitals are okay, he gets her transported to have her go into labor safely. Anakin discovers that he has fathered not one, but 2 children. He takes his family back to Coruscant as he discovers Yoda had killed Palpatine in his Imperial office. Mas Amedda asks Anakin to take the throne, as the galaxy is in need of a strong leader. The Chosen One accepts, going on to raise his son and daughter in the dark side of the Force. Padme has no choice but to sell her soul to this new life with Anakin as they rule the galaxy with Leia and Luke now in line as heirs to the throne. The Skywalker bloodline is in position to lead the galaxy as well as the Sith Order for centuries to come. And that is what would happen if Anakin had fought both Obi Wan and Ahsoka on Mustafar. This was a real fun story to make, and I'm curious to see what you all think about it. Did you enjoy this fan fiction? What were your favorite moments? What would you have done differently with this what if? Make sure you comment your opinions below. Also, don't forget to force push the like button if you enjoyed today's video. I greatly appreciate your support. I'll be back in a few days with yet another what if, so until then, my friends, may the Force be with you.